good morning everyone. Okay, since this is MCO time and still on MCO, okay, so our group member wants to present to you about the problem that faced by university student. Okay, let me introduce myself first. Okay, I'm Kauslia Patnadhan from Unitar International University. Okay, today I'm going to tell you about. Okay, before we start, let me introduce to you about my group members. Okay, since we have 5 in a group, I am Kauslia Patnadhan, and my group members consist of Pranita, Darshini, Tashmin, and Gomadi. So today we are going to do a small presentation on telling to you about problems that faced by university students. Okay, there are many problems faced by university students because I am one of it, so I know what's the major problem. Okay, for me, I will think that transportation is becoming the major problem to university students because some of them were not staying at hostel which is nearby to the university, but they will stay at maybe 10 kilometer from the university. Minimum is 10 kilometer from the university. So in that case, because of transportation problem, many students have complex issue. Okay, becoming very from the transportation problem, it will lead to health problem to university student. Okay, for transportation is a basic thing to everyone. It same goes to university students. Some will come from taking bus from their place to the university. Some will taking e-hailing service such as Grab, Maxim Car, and some of them were having own transportation, which means cars, motorcycles. So maybe their parents were sending them to the university by themselves. So when coming to university, okay, is actually a higher education which will prepare students to get or to meet challenges with determinations. Okay, as the college education or as the university education is a more to classroom instruction. So when student attends the class, they will get more knowledge. From the knowledge that they're getting, they will have a great result or good result in their examinations. So today we are going to look more on the problem. Okay, hi everyone. Okay, before we are going to do a presentation on our assignment, okay, let me recall back to you about topic review 2, which is very important and related to assignment 2. Okay, this is piece 1, which is empathize with people. Okay, let's begin. So for the first, we have to define the user. So we target the user from Unitar student who are using transportation to come to campus, and the range of their age will be on 18 to 25 years old, which is based in Johor Bahru. The location is based in Johor Bahru. Next is okay. This is what we conduct a survey. Okay, what we hear from the student itself. So we ask some question to them, most probably like how much do the students spend for transportations, and did they got any other choice to overcome this issue. So and then what we're thinking is we want to make sure the transport issue does not happen again. And what we see is nowadays transportation is the biggest and major problem that a student, especially a university student, is facing. So and what a lot of people say when we conduct a survey is they are saying that there are not enough space for them to park their car, so they are taking public transport itself. So the pain that the student is affecting is they become very frustrated when the transportation is not on the time and the transportation is issue for them to study. And what will we gain if we try to settle down this problem is student will able to save money, and we can also reduce air pollution in content to save the environment. Okay, next is foundation for design thinking project. Okay, we are using scope scheme, which is S for situation or a problem. The situation is challenges to university students who are using transportation. So C is for constraint. The constraint is the problem that facing a university student when using transportation to campus. And our objective is we actually want to help the student to have best experience when using transportation and believe every student are able to use transportation without any circumstance. P is we target people who is university student, especially Unitar student. And A is estimates, so we estimate that most of public transportation are not coming on time, and it leads to frustration of a students. So, and it will lead to late entry into the classes. Okay, so as the last is scope. Okay, in this we scope that government should put their effort by giving discount, and I believe the government should put their 100% effort to help the university students in overcoming the public, not the public, but the overall transportation issues. Okay, next, the important in our slide is define challenges. This is very important because this is one of our big important opinion or important statement to our presentation today. So our challenges might be various, but the problem, okay, we try to frame the problem statement into how might we. So we got three problem statement. Okay, first is how might we improve the usage of transportation, and how students are able to get better services. And last but not least, how might we able to improve the capability of transportation according to student preference. This is very important, and if we understand these challenges, we can able to do a solution, some solution for them to overcome this problem. Okay, so there are several challenges to every university student on transportation. So that's what I say in introduction part. Okay, they are having transportation a problem no matter it's public transportation or private transportations. So according to a dictionary, Oxford dictionary, challenges means that something very new and difficult that require great effort to determine a new solution. So this meaning that every student have to know their difficulties, so they will can think about new solution, or they will goes to the solution that are made by our governments or our university management. Okay, the first challenges is the problem that everyday student faces are transportation to travel from their residence to university, so to the campus. Okay, so make sure in your mind, okay, we are going to talk about challenges that Unitar International University students are facing. So our topic for today is the problem that facing by our Unitar International University students. Okay, so the first challenges is, the first problem is like what I said, the problem on transportation to travel from their residence to university campus. So from that, the challenges will be they might arrive late to classes. Okay, in my own experience, when I'm getting on public transportation bus, okay, the bus won't come on the time. Okay, because of the traffic congestions. Okay, the bus not come on the time, and I have to wait almost half an hour on that day. Okay, on that particular day I have to wait for 2 hours to get a bus, which means, but normally in my experience, normally I will wake up on 5 morning, and I will do all the basic things that I have need to do, and I will out from my home at 7 o'clock, because my class is on 9 o'clock sharp. So when I'm waiting on that particular days, I'm waiting for a bus, which approximately take 2 hours to come, right? So on that day my class is on 9. So I just I'm not miss my class, but I came late for that class. And of course the lecturer will ask me, any lecturer will ask you, right? So when you come late, they will ask you why. The reason is same. I'm come late because of I'm not getting the bus on time, and my lecturers warn me, you have to ready be half an hour or an hour before you're taking the bus. Like, so this will make actually when the bus come late, when the bus which is scheduled on that, or for example on 7 p.m. but the bus is come at 7:30 or 8 o'clock, this will make the students being called with lecturers who come late. Let's imagine if the student is come approximately 10 kilometers from their residence, and each time they have to wait for the public transport. Oh, the feeling. Okay, only who's taking bus will know the feeling, the tension on getting on time to campus. Okay, basically I'm a person which I don't like to come late to class. So this will actually, it's not sometimes it's not student fault, sometimes it's the bus problem. So even sometimes the traffic congestion which will bring more problem to students actually. For second challenges that faced by university student is the fare. Okay, you know, fare actually for full-time students is actually a big burden for them. So especially for full-time students who are not working and living with their parents, actually is giving burden to them and also their parents, because nowadays the fare is keep on rising and rising. I don't know why, and basically it's all about economical situation that Malaysians are facing nowadays. Okay, so imagine if every day students have to spend almost 20 ringgit for their transportation only. Okay, that's not included with their food, with their others things. Okay, this thing like photostat, printing services. Okay, that's not included. For transportation only, they have to spend almost 20 ringgit for a day. Imagine if one day 20 ringgit, for a month is maybe going up to 300 ringgit or to 600 ringgit. This is a big burden for them. So because they are not working and they will burden their parents. Okay, some of the student might be poor. I'm not saying poor is a problem. Okay, the word poor, okay, actually when their parents is poor and their children are studying in university, it's actually burden them. Okay, I have seen lots of students like that, and lots of my friends also like that. So, sometimes they can't afford to pay for the fare, for the bus, or for the e-hailing services, for the taxi. Okay, so this will make the major problem to the major challenges to university students. I hope there will be a solution for this and make the students to continue studying without any problem or any thinking on their situations. Okay, so this will lead them to, if the problem is this will make them think more burden on themselves. And I hope there will be a solution on this for these challenges. Okay, and I hope so the next presenter, Gomadi, will talk about the solution that she have been thinking, that we have been thinking as a group. Okay, so let's stay tuned to watch to hear the solution. Okay, so the next challenges is the safety. Yes, when it's coming to safety is a big responsibility to everyone. Okay, imagine you are a girl and your class finish at normally class finish at 5:30. Okay, imagine if your class finish at 5 and you are walking alone and you're waiting for the bus and you're going to home at late night, not so night, but like 7 p.m. the safety. Yes, so today we are going to talk about the safety. The third challenges is safety concerns is very important for students. So for the student who's taking bus or who's taking transportation to go to campus or to went back to their residence, this is the problem that when using public transportation or when using transportation. So today I'm going to talk about public transportation. Okay, nowadays lots of crime we've been watching actually. We've been watching that involving students, especially those using public transportation. Okay, like bus or e-hailing services like Grab, Maxim Ride. Okay, public transportation, according to a survey or a research that we as a group that research about that. Okay, public transportations poses a higher risk of safety and security since there happen to be more than 20 passengers in the bus. Okay, the problem becoming worse in developing country like Malaysia, especially for Unitar international students. This is the major problem, safety. Okay. Okay, for example, the safety concern is more to female students because nowadays female are becoming more victim to the crime actually for the safety. Okay, imagine if there's more female students who are using public transportation every day. Let's imagine a minute or a second or 2 seconds. Let's imagine, for example, when a female student, okay, I will give an example. Okay, let's say you as a female, okay, you as a students are going to campus by using e-hailing services like taxi services or Grab services or Maxim services. Okay, you have to be more careful than usual because crime happen casually. So you are going on taxi, for example, and the taxi driver is a male. We have to be very careful. So a female have to be very careful in every situation. When it comes to transportation, also they have to be careful. When they come to dressing code, they have to be careful. So this when they have to think about safety, this will make their mind not in a stable condition. Okay, because every day they have to think about the safety and they have to think about their education and they have to think about what lecturer is going to say today if I come late to the class. So only there's a second example. Okay, let's imagine if a girl, okay, I'm really talking about a girl because nowadays there's so many problems that's happened to a girl. So let's imagine again if a girl use public transportation after finish a class, public transportation. Okay, bus. Okay, so when she is walking to the bus area, and suddenly she was misbehaved by some bad guys. Okay, some bad guys, and this will actually, okay, in my opinion, it's actually will hurt her feelings and ultimately damage her brain from overthinking the incident. So I've been in that situation, but I have seen a lot of situation like this. This will make a studies drop. Okay, which means they will lose concentration on the studies. Okay, after I'm talking about all the challenges to a one problem transportation, so I really hope the management have to take the action before it's too late for their management. So I hope that we as a team have been come up with some solution, and the solution will be present to you by Comedy for the next section. Okay, so at last I will say that there's no doubt that ISL education is a powerful road to success. But what's happened if there are so many challenges to the students, especially on a small problem actually transportation will lead to a big giant problem actually. Okay, it's very useless if the management uh, didn't do anything for them. So I really hope not only the management, the government will also collaborate with some organization to make sure these things will not come out again and again. So we as a human being, we have to believe that every problems and every challenges we have to overcome it with a new solution, with a perfect solution. So from this, the problem which is faced by the student is simply can overcome it with the willpower if we have the willpower. So
Hi, Nafi and my fellow friends. My name is Komadi. Today I'm going to present about ideal possibilities to overcome transportation issues. Okay, so nowadays it's common that each and every student facing the problem, the transportation issues, and there are some issues because of transportation problems. Just because of transportation, they are facing some other issues also. So today I'm going to give ideal possibilities, the possibilities to overcome transportation issues. So there are four possibilities. First, bus only lane. So nowadays morning, there will be so much traffic, and it will be affect our time arrival also. So if we prepare, not we, government prepare bus only lane, so be easy for students to arrive university on time, and it will be not affect attendance. Okay, then second is university management should provide bus fare discount card. Okay, bus fare discount card is not a free card. Maybe they can give bus fare discount card for students and make an agreement with bus service management that they will pay monthly for the discount. So it will be easy for students also, and no any problem faced by students because no any issue of expenses and all. Then third one is safety guidelines. So it's most important thing for a student. They have to know how to protect them when a stranger, they face a stranger or they face any problems. They have to know how to protect them, and then they have to wear. So mostly as a student, they have to know the rules that they have to wear their identity card until they arrive at their home. And then thirdly, if they feel any suspicious surrounding them, they have to immediately contact with their parents or university management, and lastly be aware with what happening surrounding them. And then not lastly, actually the third point lastly. So okay, the last point is arrange a bus, university bus for students, not for all areas, certain areas. So it will be easy for students to take bus, and it will be more safer for them as it's under university name. And of course they can include the charges under their course fee. So I think there are four. So four possibilities that they can, that will help them to overcome transportation problems. Transportation problems is not only transportation problems, problems that they face because of transportation. Also, I'm also one of them. Thank you. To take bus, and it will be more safer for them as it's under university name. And of course they can include the charges under their course fee. So I think there are four. So four possibilities that they can, that will help them to overcome transportation problems. Transportation problems is not only transportation problems, problems that they face because of transportation. Also, I'm also one of them. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Primita and today I want to present about transportation. Okay, first of all, transportation is an important role in every human being's life where they can move to another place by using their transportation. So, transportation basically stands by bus, car, motorbike, motorcycle, aeroplane, everything is like a transportation system. So basic transportation system is like bus, motor, car, and also motorcycles. So most of the people will be facing their problem by transportation. For example, as a student, they also having their own issue like transportation problem. So the most first problem they will be telling is the transportation. Not all the students can bring their own transportation. Some of the people or students will use the local bus. So for an example, I'm talking about Unitar students. Okay, some of Unitar students are bringing their own vehicles to the U. So even though they bring their own transportation, they still have their own issue such as a parking problems over the JB area. If you know, JB is a crowded area and where the parking is also so expensive. Even for a day they will be paid among 10 ringgit to 20 ringgit they will spend over the parking. If one day they spend 10 to 20 in the parking, then other days, then where will they go for other expenses? So other than that, the students whoever going in the bus also having the same problem where they will be not get the bus on the time, even though local government bus are scheduled on the time, but not all the day they will follow the time, because some of the buses will have their mechanical problems, everything have the problem. So how to solve this problem? Just because of this transportation problem, the students will be lead to the stress where they will be attend the class so late. Some of the students will absent just because of the transportation problem. So the solutions are so simple. Maybe Unitar management can speak to the local government bus about the discount to the students, or other than that they also can provide a free parking for students since the parking is too expensive over JB area. And other than that, even for JB area, some of the students will never get the parking because JB is a most crowded area. And then traffic issues, accidents. To avoid this all, Unitar management must take some steps such as a discount for the students who are taking local bus, and also free parking can be provided for the Unitar students. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, right now I'm going to brainstorm the problem by dividing to three parts, which is beginning, middle and ending. In the beginning part consists of the persona, which is right now we're going to talk about the Unita University students. In the middle part consists of three elements, which is settings, problem and solution. In this story, there are three problems faced by the Unita students, which is late arrival of buses, which lead them to late arrival for the class. Second is high cost of transportation fares. And the third is regarding the safety issues. So the solution for the first problem, which is late arrival of buses, is creating a bus only lane where there is a lot of traffic congestion happens. And for the second one, creating a bus fare discount card so that the students will get a discount price for the buses. And for the third, regarding the safety issues, the university management can distribute a bus with the name of the UNITA on the bus so that the particular bus can be only taken by UNITA students. This can keep their safety intact. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hey everyone, so to make sure that we have access to all public transports as students, we have to own an ID, a student ID. Each and every student of university or any other campus has to own a student ID. So this is an example of a student ID of mine. Okay, each campus name will be stated right here, and every student ID has a picture of us to prove that we are not faking our identity. And this will be my name, the student's name, this is the student's matric number and tag as a student. So each campus has different tags, which is student and staff. Staffs are for the lecturers. So these are basic information that we can get from the student ID. Some student ID will provide the full name, their addresses and phone numbers. Okay, as we see in the back, we have barcodes. Each and every student's barcodes are different. And yeah, in case we left this student ID anywhere, and if other public people found this, they can return it to the campus address. Each campus will provide their address right here, just like you're seeing here. So that's about it. So we as students should never ever forget to bring this anywhere we go, especially to our campus, so that we can access to the public transports. Thank you.
Will lead to the stress where they will be attend the class so late. Some of the students will absent just because of the transportation problem. So the solutions are so simple. Maybe Unitar management can speak to the local government bus about the discount to the students, or other than that they also can provide a free parking for students, since the parking is too expensive over JB area. And other than that, even for JB area, some of the students will never get the parking because JB is a most crowded area. And then traffic issues, accidents. To avoid this all, Unitar management must take some steps such as a discount for the students who are taking local bus, and also free parking can be provided for the Unitar students. That's all from me. Thank you.